Welcome to Adventures with Leo Schumaker. Today we're going to have Ben, Martin, and Nick here from the Blue Room at 202 East Holly Street. And you're going to talk about what you guys are doing. Welcome, you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Great to be here. Good to be here.
So it's upstairs, above K-pop.
That's right.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
how long are you guys going to be open soon?
Yeah. Our opening weekend is on March 4th.
Uh-huh.
So that's when we open up.
Who are you going to have?
Yeah. So we're going to be featuring Foxy Apollo, Roland Oliver, and a band called Sarah. And the following day, it's going to be a jazz night that features the Western Washington University big band and jazz combos, as well as the Diego Romero band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another part of that opening weekend that we're really excited about is, we're going to have a youth-centered arts and crafts vending fair in collaboration with Bellingham Handmade. It's going to be going down Saturday, March 5th from 12 to 4. That's going to roll right into our jazz night.
The Blue Room sounds really cool. And you guys are going to do a lot with it than just music, correct?
A lot more.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's an
yeah.
all-encompassing arts venue. So.
How did you guys get started thinking about this?
Yeah, I mean, so, well, yeah.
All right, Ben, yeah.
The Blue Room,
Long story.
So we initially started Hodwall Productions. It was a combination of my last name and Martijn's last name back in
Super
early,
genius name.
yeah, back in early fall
That's
of
really
2021. And initially we didn't know about the Blue Room or like that space at the time. We had no idea it existed. We were just trying to start an event production company we would go around to different venues and host shows basically. Like I would do the marketing, Nick would do the sound, Martijn does some of the outreach. Basically what we're going to be doing at the Blue Room, we just didn't have the space yet. And the intention was really to like re-immerse the arts community after this long year of craziness and isolation and really give artists an opportunity to collaborate and grow together. So the Blue Room, or the venue at least, that's above K-pop Chicken and Beer, we found out about when we were at a party. Just happened to meet one of the waitresses there, and she told us about that space, and that's how it kind of fell into our lap from there.
Yeah, it's amazing. You ingrain yourself in a community,
Yeah.
you end up at these places, and you meet people that are just as interested in it as you are. And it's like,
Yeah, and now that we're launching it and everything, we just see more and more of these people that are so excited and so ready to be part of this revitalization that
Yeah.
we're trying to do.
and it's contagious.
It is
People get
contagious,
excited,
yeah.
and we get excited, but we're already excited,
Yeah.
so then they get excited, and everyone's excited. It's great.
Great. So how many people will you be able to hold there, the venue?
Yeah, so the venue itself is a little over 4,200 square feet. So the state law versus CDC guidelines, we're still kind of working it out as far as our hard limit, but it's going to be right in line with what other venues around town are doing.
Yeah.
So
Tough to get an exact number right now, but it's going to be
Yeah.
able to hold as many people as something like Shakedown or Wild Puff.
Yeah.
And how many days a week will you be open?
So we're open pretty much so the days that we're going to be doing shows run by Hodwall Productions are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Tuesdays. However, we're also going to be renting the space out to any other interested tenants on our off days or during the hours before our shows if they're interested in doing that.
Yeah, for example, our second week after the opening weekend, we have a short film premiere from some local filmographers on Tuesday, and then that Wednesday, a local painter is going to rent out the venue and do a private event that she's running independently, sort of like an instruction paint along. She's going to have some nice beverages and stuff.
yeah.
That's cool.
I got to go to that.
It's a way to get together with a lot of people
Yeah.
and get your artistic talent out or
Right.
not.
At least give it
Well,
a
that's
shot,
the beauty
right?
of it, right?
Yeah.
It's non-judgmental. It's like come and share your artistic talents. If you don't have them, come learn.
Exactly.
Come
Will you be
experience
serving
it.
alcoholic beverages?
No. It's an
Okay.
all ages venue.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, because it is or K-pop Chicken and Beer is directly under that. We will be doing. I actually coined this. We're doing a thing called Stare Dash,
Oh
where
my
we have
gosh.
someone we'll have someone kind of bringing food up and down if they want
Ah,
to.
good idea.
Yeah.
You just can't bring alcohol into the venue. But
Okay.
if you want to go down from the venue and drink there, you can.
Or you can build a dome
Right.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Stare Dash idea. There's also going to be we're going to have little A-frames, QR codes. You're going to be able to order and get food actually brought up to you. For some of our
Excellent.
more low-key events, or if you want to come before an event,
Exactly.
come grab a bite to eat and then stay for the event. It's all going to be possible.
Good, good. So tell me how you got started. Ben, you were a DJ at one time, correct?
Yeah. Oh, you mean like personally how each of
Yeah,
us
personally, how
started?
you got
Yeah.
started
So I
in
mean,
music and things.
yeah. I mean, we're all musicians. Just
Okay.
to preface that. In fact, we all met in the music department at Western.
At Western.
That's a really important part of our background,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually one of the key parts.
One of our kind of taglines that I think Nick actually tagged it was like we're for artists built by artists, right? Essentially. So yeah,
I like
because
that.
we're all
That's good.
musicians.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've been a trumpet player since I was 8 years old,
Uh-huh.
and I've played all the way through high school. I was in all the major ensembles at college as well, and DJing for the radio was just like kind of another side thing that I did. I also play in a band called Analog Brass in town as well. So yeah, I'm also a kind of a musician myself, and yeah, I started. Martijn and I actually, the first time we hosted a show was over at Makeshift Art Space back in, I think, 2019. when we were
Yeah,
juniors.
we did that one for the heck of it.
Yeah.
It was really fun. We were good friends from the music department. I was an oboe performance major there, so we played in the orchestra together. Nick was there as well playing the tuba, and we kind of all have that, like built-in camaraderie from that, and like general understanding of what it's like to be a part of a big ensemble where you're just one person in, right? Everyone's doing their part to make this greater thing happen. So I think that's where a lot of this like similar mentality comes from. Is just from being a part of these large ensembles together.
And it's not just about being the ensemble. It's like we went through 2 years of classical training all together. You take music theory classes, you take listening classes, oral skills classes, and then you're also playing ensemble. So you're just in this space together, learning the same things.
So I got to ask you, what's a listening class?
So it's called Aural Skills, AURAL. So at Western, the way they do it, they have 2 classes that are paired together. You have a music theory class and an oral skills class. One of them you learn the written language of music, the other you learn the spoken language. It's spoken on your instrument.
Yeah, generally
your
like
instrument is your musical
the
voice,
class
right?
is
So
yeah, exactly. Generally the class is like divided like 50-50 between people who are really good at music theory and who aren't so good at the listening skills, and then vice versa.
right,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
So
It's really
you
funny.
get to work with that.
Yeah.
But you actually they'll give you pitches on a piano. They'll say, they play 2 notes. They say, what's the interval? And you're actually tested on that. They'll give you music in front of you. They say, here's your starting pitch. They'll play it for you. They'll say, sing what's in front of you. And so that's kind of the level of music education that we were all getting together.
It can get advanced as like we were like mapping out entire chord progressions. So
Right.
like, the instructor would go and play like a 6-part chord or 8-part chord progression, and you were expected to be able to list all of those chords and write them out on a blank sheet of music.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
from
skill.
that-
It's math. It's
Yeah.
language.
It's everything.
It's many things.
It's
in
the
it.
universal language, right?
It is.
It is. Yeah.
Anyone can write it, anyone can play it.
Can you all write music?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
different forms, I would
Different
say.
forms.
Is it good?
Yeah, I can write music.
I mean,
What are you talking about?
according to 18th, 17th century music theory standards, yes. Mozart would be proud.
He's rolling over in his grave right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, Martijn and I, we kind of have more of a background too in doing kind of DIY music releases as well. Like it's a little bit more of like a hobby for me, like, but I also produce my own music and like a digital audio workface, and I've released a couple songs. And Martijn you're a big rapper on the scene as well. With your
Yeah,
solo work.
just starting in the hip hop community here, and was able, had the great opportunity to be working with Analog Brass. We went on a little tour earlier this year, and performed around town, stuff like Schweinhaus, Boundary Bay,
Excellent.
really fun. So yeah, we're a part of that music community as well, which has really helped us here because there's so many young artists and young musicians that are just like kind of like waiting to get on the scene, like waiting for their chance. There's so much like hunger, so much drive, and it's really inspiring to be around. And so we're really helping to cultivate that with this project and just like inspire that and like promote that really.
We're talking to Ben, Nick, and Martijn.
Martijn, yeah.
I said it right.
Yeah.
Now, your background is music. How about promotions? Are you still learning that?
So I got a marketing degree, actually. That was my major. I got a minor in music and I actually got a double minor in another program called Arts Enterprise Cultural Innovation, which is essentially a minor that's led by 2 business professionals who have backgrounds in the arts to basically like accelerate, make a profession out of your artistic craft, essentially.
That's how he thinks of things like Stare Dash,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that marketing degree.
And Hodwall was actually, funny enough, that was actually my capstone project for that minor. So that's actually what started this, not this venue, but this company.
What's a capstone? Scholarship?
No, the capstone, so basically in that minor that I was in, that I told you about. It's a 7-course minor successively, and the final course is the capstone project
Right.
where you work on your own business essentially. So this is what that was for me, and that's kind of how all this came about.
And capstone is a universal term, right? Because like
Yeah.
the capstone project for a performance major would be to perform.
Right.
Mhm.
Like you've been
Like
in
a
school,
jury, right?
Yeah, you've been in school, now
Senior
play.
recital.
You know,
something
play
like
a
that.
recital, play it for
Yeah.
the community, and that's how you pass. You know,
Yeah.
so
Excellent.
Yeah.
So the Blue Room is going to be located at
202 East Holly Street on the corner of Holly and what's the other
Railroad.
Railroad.
and you have
Yeah.
parking there.
Yeah. And
There's so much.
Yeah.
I know.
You don't have to worry about parking.
Yeah, and free parking after 5 p.m. I think every day too. Right?
Yeah.
So it's-
and
time
on
for the show.
weekends,
Yes.
weekends
And on
free
weekends.
parking.
Are you getting funding from the university?
We have a few different various methods of funding. We have a GoFundMe that we've gone over halfway to our goal with that. So that's
Yeah,
really,
where's it at? What's the name of it?
It's
The
called
GoFundMe.
Help Fund the Blue Room. Is the name of it. Yeah.
Good.
It's on the
good.
website.
It's on our website. Yeah, we
Yeah, it's on
posted
our
it
socials too.
Facebook, yeah, and that stuff.
And what is your Facebook and website called?
So it's just the website is blueroombeham.com, and the Facebook is just the Blue Room, and our Instagram handle is @blueroombeham, no spaces.
And Bellingham is a city of subdued excitement.
Yeah,
Let's get people excited, correct?
for sure.
Right?
Yeah,
Here
of
for
course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because music is the magic, and we all have history in music,
Yeah.
and you guys do too. And what
Absolutely.
started you out in music besides marketing? Did you have another passion?
Yeah. So
Trumpet?
I mean, I've been a musician since I was about 6. I started playing trumpet when I was 8 years old, and I've been playing. I mean, I was really competitive through high school. I won the state solo ensemble contest. I played with the symphony as a featured soloist as well.
Wow.
And so I kind of like. I thought at the
Just
beginning
pick
that
up all
music.
those titles you just
would-
dropped.
just the backstory, yeah. But that was kind of my beginning with music, essentially. But like I chose marketing because I kind of wanted to go kind of more the administrative route with the arts. So
Excellent. How about you, Nick?
Yeah, so my dad was a musician through college.
Oh, what did he play?
He played the euphonium,
And what is that?
baby tuba.
Oh, I never seen
It's
that.
like a tuba with
Uh-huh.
shrink. You hit it with shrink ray. It's a euphonium.
Baby too.
Wow.
Yeah, it plays about an octave higher.
Mhm.
Plays in the same range as a trombone, but it sounds different because of its shape.
It's a gorgeous sound. Really.
Yeah, it's a really pretty instrument. But me, I'm bigger than my dad. I was the biggest kid in the class. So like, here's a tuba. We need a tuba player. You're a big kid. You can probably hold this thing.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so I've been playing tuba since I was in the 5th grade. I haven't stopped since. Got to college. I actually was going for a sciences degree, but as I was in the music department more and more, meeting people like these fools, I kind of realized this is what I want to do. I want to put my energy towards something that I really care about. So I was in music education for a while, but while I was at the university, I kind of took over the position of the recording studio manager. I had been working as an assistant, and then with changes in the department, I ended up in the position, in a managerial role. So I started working more and more with audio technology and found a real passion and drive for it. I found myself spending a lot of time outside of my classes learning about that. So I actually ended up switching my major to performance and then using the time that I freed up to take the Fairhaven audio technology minor.
Yeah.
So I'm currently in those classes, finishing that up this spring, but I've already been running shows, run some shows for him, run shows with our company, and have a lot of live sound experience. So
You guys
kind of
have come
rounding
onto
it out.
something that's really good.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's been quite the journey, and it's never boring.
Oh,
I think that's
good.
what I like
Never
most
ending,
about it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Martine?
Yeah.
Martijn.
Martijn,
That's
yeah,
nice
it's all
to
good. I mean, music is a huge part of the mom's side of the family. You know, our family is choir directors, you know, some gospel conductors and stuff like that. You know, it's just always kind of, so I think I got the music gene. Was always playing piano when I was, you know, growing up and stuff. Picked up a clarinet when I was in 6th grade. Played that for about 3 years, then picked up tenor saxophone when I was in high school, and did the jazz thing for about 3 years. Went to Reno with our ensemble at Interlake High School. Really fun experience there. And then I picked up the oboe when I was about a junior in high school, and just this kind of like specialty double reed instrument that like I kind of liked it because no one else played it, and it was also a really fun challenge. You know, very hard instrument to kind of just manage, you know, consistently. So then I got a scholarship for that, going to Western, and I became an oboe performance major. Huge shout out to Jennifer Weeks, my oboe professor, and to Dr. Ryan Dudenbostel, orchestral director, Dr. Bianco over there, he's now the dean. Huge influences for me, and we're just like role models.
For all of us.
For all of us, I should say, yeah. And I did oboe performance for 3 years, was to the point of being a semi-professional. I was freelancing with the Bellingham Symphony, playing with the Pacific Northwest Opera, doing the church gigs too. And then COVID hit, and you know, I just completely lost that part of my life. It was tragic for a while. I took about 2 months and was just like, you know, very down, didn't really know what to do, and then just started picking up the pieces, did the hip-hop thing for a little bit, started doing the Hodwall Productions thing, and it all just kind of like circulates in the same universe, you know? So like, you know, things that benefit our hobbies, our independent artistry, directly benefit the community, and then Hodwall as well, you know, and it's just, yeah, really beautiful thing to be a part of, and so now we're here.
You're going to give the passion to somebody else.
What's that?
You're going to give the passion to someone else.
Oh, we
Yeah,
hope to.
That's the
Yeah.
goal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, before we go, what's your rapper name? Do you have a rapper name?
Yeah, it's Marty McFly.
That's pretty good.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I like that. So the Blue Room is located over here at Railroad and Holly,
Yep.
That's right.
upstairs above K-pop.
Yep.
That's right.
Tell me your hours again, please.
So pretty much so our show dates are, the days of the week that we're hosting shows are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Tuesday. Pretty much our times where we're going to allow renters to come in on off days anywhere between 9 a.m. and midnight, essentially, and we have 2 different time slots.
By appointment.
By appointment only, and we have a lot of that information on our website, which again is blueroombham.com.
Yep.
Is
Yeah,
it B-Ham, B-H-M?
BHAM.
And that's where you're going to find all of the show times.
Uh-huh.
The dates, you'll be able to see the posters for the shows, who's playing, when are they playing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What a great thing.
Yeah, thank
Yeah, I know you guys are excited, and
Oh,
you're
yeah,
young enough to
tell
really learn a lot from it,
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
and maybe help Bellingham come alive.
Yeah,
That's
of
our
course.
goal, you know, and we're hoping to do it together with everybody. So
Ben
Bellingham, this is
Hodson?
for you.
Yep.
Nick 18th, Martijn Wall,
That's right.
Blue Room. Thank you guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Leo.
you. Thank you.
Appreciate
Thanks for having
you.
So here we are at the Blue Room with Martijn and Ben of Hodwall Productions. What a beautiful view.
Sure, yeah. It's an amazing spot. We're very blessed to have this opportunity.
Definitely, definitely.
So you have how many square feet down here? Up here, rather.
Not sure exactly how it divides up, but it's about 4,300 total with the 2 units.
How'd you guys find this place?
So, you know, gotta be in the right place at the right time. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than smart.
And that's a fact.
Yeah,
That is a fact. I think we're living proof.
yeah, we met the general manager at a party, and she told us about this space, and the rest will soon be history.
Obviously, it's a very beautiful spot. You know, very nice, centrally located spot, and we're just as excited as we are about being in this space. We can really sense the excitement for the community having this space as for them. You know, and so we're really gearing it towards that. You know, it's going to be for the community and for that artistic community to have such a beautiful spot in the middle of a city that's about to experience a huge influx in growth. It's going to be really important for the Bellingham going forward, I think.
City of subdued excitement as a...
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I like the plans you guys have. Not only a music venue, but an art venue.
Yeah.
In so many ways, a place for entertainment.
Yeah, and to give a little bit more specification on that, this upstairs space lounge that you see here, this is going to be used during our open mic nights to have arts vendors come and sell their stuff up here. So while we're having performers down on the stage, people can come up here and buy art from local vendors. So that's what this space is going to be utilized for during that time.
Yeah, it's going to be great. All local arts and crafts, getting opportunities, some for the first time, which is really wonderful to give that opportunity. And maybe we can show you some of the artwork we've already gathered from the interior design artists. But people were so excited about the space and the opportunity that we were presenting. We want to turn the walls into a local art gallery. And people were coming out of the woodworks like, yes, let's do this. Let's make this happen together, right? And so, yeah, it just really, really excited and truly blessed.
You know what I like about this venue right here? You look around, you see history. the Washington Granary Building.
Think about
You
that.
see the Herald right over here. You see all these old buildings. You have the Horseshoe Cafe, which is one of the oldest bars west of Mississippi for many, many years, for almost a century.
Yeah.
You have the Mount Baker Theater. You have everything here.
And like this strip of road itself, like to me this is like really the heart of downtown Bellingham. And like you have, like you said, the Horseshoe Cafe there. There's pictures in the Horseshoe Cafe of this strip of road when it was just dirt. And so, you know, to be like location and time are always funny because like location stays the same, but then time manipulates that. And so we have this place that just used to be a dirt road, and you know now it looks like this. And I don't know. It's kind of wild when you talk about history like that. You know, putting things in perspective.
So it's Holly and Railroad.
That's right.
What is the numbers?
202 East Holly Street, and right now you're in unit 401, but the unit, it's 301 and 401. This is the 401 unit, and the one down the stairs is 301.
What was it before, Ben?
The space, or
The space, the
this
both
was,
floors.
yeah, this was hosted by Studio B previously and Glow Nightclub before that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And it's a whole separate entrance right here, which I didn't know.
Yeah, so that's going to be the main entrance for all customers coming
You need a
through,
big sign.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah. We got see that behind you. Oh,
Yeah,
good. That slides right into it.
Okay, good. So the location is great for the university personnel that want to walk downtown, which I see that all the time.
Exactly.
And if you're closer, so it's a convenient thing. There's the university right there. There's the Herald Building. There's the islands. Is that Orca?
Very well could be.
And then Lummi Nation over there, correct?
Sure, that's Orcas right in front of
You guys are still working on this venue. You got the blue rooms lined out there, and you're going to have all these walls. What do you do with the walls, Ben?
Yeah, so the walls are going to have a lot of artwork on them. So like during shows, or Friday and Saturday shows, we'll have a lot of artwork for sale so people can come and buy them if they want. Yeah, so there's a lot of decorations are going to be along here. We're going to get a couple more signs that say the Blue Room here and there as well. Mainly on the one like over there where the Studio B sign used to be, we're going to replace that with the Blue Room sign right as people enter as well. By the corner there.
The wonderful thing about the artwork that we're going to be presenting is like again, it's from all local artists. Like these are all people that live in Bellingham and are trying to make a living as a visual artist in Bellingham. And so we're really keen on like presenting that opportunity and just like showing them off. You know, like this is a very prominent wall here, and we're going to have stage lights, you know, directed like right there. And so we're just really excited about, you know, having it be local.
Is this a dance floor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And most likely what's going to happen is we're going to have a lot of chairs around here, but if people want to get down on the dance floor and do some swing dancing, they're welcome to do that as well.
You can still dance to jazz.
Yeah.
Jazz interpretive dancing, right?
Yeah, a little bit more free form. Maybe.
I can see it. Black
Yeah.
berets, you know, black
totally.
turtlenecks.
Totally. But yeah, so we'll have like two setups basically, you know, for our more like slower shows, maybe for like stand-up comedy, for jazz, classical music. We'll have the tables and the seats in the jazz alley style, sort of like sit and eat. And then, you know, for our big shows, like for the hip hop show, for the rock shows, this will all just be cleared. People are just gonna be going wild and having a good time here.
Yeah. Yeah, we have all the lights assembled up here as well. So about 2 weeks ago, none of this really existed up there. That was all stuff that we put in. Yeah, the execution on that is pretty much done now too. So
Yeah, we've only been in this space for like, or we've only had access anyway. We got the deal a while ago, but we've only had access to it for about 2.5 weeks.
yeah.
So it's a marathon. Sorry, opposite of marathon. It's a sprint.
Yeah.
Right? Sprint
Sure.
to the finish. We're like, okay, we got this deadline. We're in here a month early, which is very, you know, thankful to the landlord for that, for allowing us to be in here. And we just got to go. And, you know, we're about halfway there. So I think the other half will be great.
And your opening is March 5th?
March 4th is opening night.
Okay.
Yeah, March 5th is the second show for opening weekend, and that's a Saturday. So
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Friday, March 4th, we open to the public.
What time will you be open?
Doors at 6 p.m. and the show starts at 7.
Okay.
So
So I was asking you guys about food and beverages and all that good stuff. What do you got?
Yeah, first of all, we're really excited. We just got these lights installed. I think they look phenomenal over the bar. And, you know, part of our all ages policy is that we're, you know, not here to supply alcohol. But that doesn't mean that we'll still have a lot of like tasty beverages and food. And a lot of this also it comes from locally sourced businesses, and we're forming partnerships with like Leafs Tea, Carnal, Kombucha Town, to stock a lot of like the farmer made and also just like the local businesses here, so we can help support them and kind of be in like a mutually beneficial relationship. There will also be standard chips and drinks, you know what I mean, that everyone's expecting, but we're really happy about the former part of that. And yeah, you know, the other really nice thing is we have a very good relationship with our landlord, Ron Wu. He's been very supportive of this whole project, and he's the owner of KPOP Chicken and Beer as well. So we're right above that. We're thinking, man, like we gotta get like a restaurant going up here. It's like, why would we need to do that when there's a restaurant right there? So we're gonna have a delivery system in place where you can order from K-pop and have it brought up to you in our venue.
So
we're
you'll
really
have a
excited.
dumbwaiter right here, just bringing it all.
Oh yeah, right here, just like an elevator. We're starting it tomorrow. Just start drilling in the concrete, or like one of those pneumatic tubes or whatever you see at the banks.
I like
you know,
that. Or-
just put it in there. Whoop.
Or the Star Trek where you have the what are the rooms they had? They just send material from one place
Oh
to another.
yeah, like a tractor beam or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And what are we calling this whole process?
Oh yeah, we're calling it Stair Dash, which
Stair
is
dash, I like that. Yeah,
nice,
Cool.
nice term.
it's really good. Well, I'm looking forward to coming over and seeing you guys at work. I think it's a wonderful thing you're doing. The Blue Room,
Yeah.
Yep.
Martijn and Ben, and it's located where?
202 East Holly Street, units 301 and 401.
And is there any media representation, like Facebook, website?
Absolutely, yeah. You can find us on Instagram at Blue Room Beham, all lowercase, no space. On Facebook, we're the Blue Room, and our website is blueroombeham.com.
Excellent. And I look forward to the art on the walls too. I think
Of
that's a
course.
wonderful idea,
Yeah.
and the food and the art presented on the stage. Thank you so much.
Of
Yeah,
course,
thank
thank
you,
you,
Leo.
Leo. Have a good one.